America, you need to get a grip. What's going on is disgusting. The riots, the violence, because Donald Trump won a free and fair election. Are you serious? I just don't get it. Today's Veterans Day. These soldiers, our military, put their lives on the line to protect democracy and protect freedom for you and for me and for all of us. Some of these people have actually died trying to preserve our constitutional rights. And the and it's just beyond me to understand how it's okay to turn around and riot and set things afire, rip people out of cars and assault them because they don't believe in your candidate. Your candidate lost. Get over it. Okay. Even Hillary Clinton, she conceded. By the way, one of the most incredible concessions that I think I've ever seen. She was humble and gracious, and it must have killed her, but she did it because she knew it was best for the country. Barack Obama was a huge, just days before, critique of Donald Trump. And he repeatedly addressed him as President-elect Trump, and that we need to turn around and have a positive transition of power, not disperse into utter chaos. Listen, you got to ask yourself, what have you done to make this country a better place? Okay, just because you sit down watching CNN or Fox News or whatever channel you do, and you're a backseat driver the day after quarterback. Again, unless you've turned around and started getting involved in local politics, in government, in trying to make a change. If you're just adding to the problem of this psychosis of our current situation in this country, then you have no right to complain that Donald Trump won. If you didn't like him, if you didn't believe in his values, then you should have got up and did something about it, not after the fact. Do you understand? I mean, again, what you're doing is just a disgrace. And what are you teaching your kids? If you don't get your way, you should just turn on and fight and kick and scream and do this and that. And then you might spit in my face and say, well, how could you support Trump? It's not about that. I support America. I support the United States of America. This is the best country in the world. We have the ability to do whatever we want to do in a legal, peaceful way. If you don't agree with his values, guess what? In 4 years, there's another election. Again, I didn't agree with the last 8 years. You didn't see me kicking over stuff and going crazy. And these kids are just not the same from when I was a kid, where because of the election, you're not going to go to class. You're not going to take a test. They actually said this, you need a dog. You need a safe animal. You need a safe place. What the hell is going on with this country? This is not entitlement. You have the opportunity to be great. You don't have the guarantee for free stuff and this and that. Go out there and do something with your life. Positive. Go help somebody. Be part of the change that you so desperately want. But don't sit there and kick and scream and spit on the democracy that we hold true. Don't turn around and spit in the faces of everybody that's trying to make this country a better place. Damn. This is sad. You know what? And we're supposed to be the leaders of the free world. The rest of this world is looking at us like we're a joke. And no, not because of Donald Trump's the president, because of how we are, how we're acting in the face of democracy. Because if he lost, again, do you think that people would be out there rioting, doing this and that? I don't think so. It's a double standard. All I ask you is just to think before you do. Your actions, is it going to actually do something? Or is it going to add to the chaos? Is it going to add to the atmosphere? What are we teaching our children? Listen, you might think this is Donald Trump or that is Donald Trump, but how did he handle himself? He handled himself completely humbly. How did he turn around and address Clinton? How did he address Barack Obama? I mean, he won. I mean, if he's that much of an a-hole, then he should have been like, in your face. But he didn't, right? He handled himself professionally, diplomatically, and he handled himself like the president-elect should. And his one goal is to try to bring this country together and try to make it great again. And his first couple of days of being, elected, it's utter chaos. We get it. You don't like him. Okay. All right. Do I have any tissues in here? I don't have any tissues on my desk. Again, I'm not minimizing how you feel, and I am not making a mockery about what you're going through. What I'm saying is that you are making a mockery of this country, the country that I love, the country that has helped me and my family. And no, I wasn't born rich or anything like that. I'm self-made. came from the projects. I came from utter despair. You know what I mean? And I rose out of that stuff. Not my president. The president didn't help me become successful. None of the presidents helped me become successful. None of Democrats, Republicans, none of that stuff helped me become successful. I helped myself because I didn't depend on the government. And yes, guess what? My father's first generation in this country. You know what? But he came in legally, okay? Stop your whining. Get up and do something about it. You don't like this, you don't like him, you don't like his values, you don't like his vision, then do something to make this country great. And you could be sitting in the back lying to yourself, I do. Well, guess what? Then appreciate the system that you're a part of. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I mean, can you imagine any of the professional sports in a World Series or the Super Bowl or what have you? And I know sports and life are totally two different things. I'm just trying to give the simple people out there a correlation analogy that they could grip onto because obviously they're not thinking clearly right now. Stop. Jesus.